This story of Ajay is based on a true incident that happened with a pizza delivery boy. This incident happened with John when he used to do a part-time job in a small pizza shop during his college days. One night around 1 o'clock, when John was about to leave for home after finishing his shift, suddenly the phone of the pizza shop rang. John picked up the phone, and a man was giving an order in a very low voice. At first, John thought of refusing to take the order because the closing time of the pizza shop had already passed. But when that man asked him to order 4 pizzas, John took the order because often a good TRP was received on big orders, and John also needed money. So John set out to deliver the pizza as soon as possible. The delivery address was quite far from that pizza shop. The city commissioner Smith's office was late at night, and the road was also quite deserted. The road was unpaved, and on both sides of it, there were many wild trees and plants. There were no street lights on the way, due to which it was completely dark. After driving for some more time, John reached that address where he was standing in front of a very old-looking strange house. This afternoon, he was inside the forest area, and none of the lights of that house were lit. Rather, there was no movement around. It seemed as if that house had been deserted for years, and no one lived in that house. He was a little scared seeing that house, so he called his manager. He wanted to explain the situation to his manager and go back from there, but his manager did not pick up the phone. He said that if John took back all the 4 pizzas without the manager knowing, his manager would get very angry with him and would also cut his salary. So when his manager did not pick up the phone even after calling repeatedly, he decided to go near that house and drive the delivery. As soon as John moved forward, a light inside the house turned on. John got a little confident that maybe there was someone inside. He rang the doorbell and said loudly, "Pizza delivery." But for some time no one opened the door. John rang the bell again, and he heard the sound of someone's footsteps from inside, but again no one opened the door. John was about to go back when suddenly he heard a sound and the door opened on its own. John went inside a little nervous. A dim light was burning in the hall, and there was no one there. John called out, "Hello, hello, is there anyone? Please take your pizza." Then John saw that a cat came out from under a fennel tree, lying in the hall, and ran toward the room. As soon as that cat entered that room, the light and TV of that room turned on, and the sound of small children doing mischief and laughing started coming. John felt that someone was probably playing some kind of joke on him. He went inside that room in anger and saw 2 small girls sitting there. Both of them were staring at John in a strange way while sitting on the tree. John started telling them that he has been playing drums since so long, and those people are not opening the door. He was getting angry at John, but both of them were still sitting there staring at John without saying anything. Then John said again, "I have come to deliver pizza. And is there anyone elder in your house from whom I can take the payment? Sangeet." Suddenly the eyes of those girls turned white, and their silence turned into a dangerous laughter. Both of them pointed toward the door of that room that was behind John. Then John turned back, and he got scared that all the 4 pizza boxes fell down from his hand, because right in front of him there was a terrible sound. Seeing all this, John started trembling with fear. He somehow ran toward his bike and left from there. Then the shadow of that woman and those 2 girls were standing at the door of that house and were watching him go. John was also a little distance away, and then he felt that his bike is breaking down. Suddenly the sound of the bike started coming, and the mic was switched off. John came out, and he saw that the tire of his bike was punctured. Out of fear, he called the police and asked for help as soon as possible. Big Boss started looking near, and suddenly his eyes fell on the rear view mirror of the bike, seeing which the ground slipped under his feet, and behind his brother, the shadow of that woman and those 2 girls were standing. All 3 of them slowly started coming towards John. Meanwhile, leaving the bike there, the elder brother started running toward the forest. He got very tired while running and hid behind a big tree. He started praying for his life. In a short while, he heard the sound of police siren from a distance, and he gathered all his courage and started running back to his bike. When he reached his bike, he saw that the police was investigating his bike. He told everything to the police and took them to that house. The police went inside the house and investigated, but they did not find anyone in that house except a wild cat. Next morning, John came to know that the house was lying vacant for the last 2-3 years, and 3 years ago, a woman and her 2 small daughters lived in that house, who were suddenly murdered one day. Knowing this, John was shocked. He understood that the people who had killed him that day. John had seen that the boss was the soul of the woman and her little daughters. Mina is probably still in prison in that house. But he never understood who had done this. After this incident, John left his job of pizza delivery, but whenever he remembers it, he falls badly